Aloha Commanders, and welcome to Later Tonight with Dr. Iron Chef, hosted on Aloha Diz.
Please be sure to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube for all the latest content.
All right, buckle up. Today we're doing a deep dive into the brand new blog post from Beck over at Star Trek Fleet Command.
Oh, yeah, the one that just dropped, June 5th, right?
That's the one. And it's got that, that classic title, Infinite Diversity and Infinite Combinations.
That phrase just screams Star Trek, doesn't it? It's like the core philosophy packed into 5 words, more than just Vulcan logic.
Exactly. So our mission basically is to unpack this thing. It's not just a quick read. We want to look at what it says about diversity in Trek, how that links to the Fleet Command community, and get into details of this specific in-game event they're running.
Sounds good. See how it all connects.
Okay, so first things first. The post, it immediately anchors the game right back into Star Trek's history. It frames Fleet Command as like part of that whole legacy.
The legacy of diversity, inclusion, understanding,
Yeah.
all that stuff that's been there since day one, really?
Right, from the original series. And they actually call out specific moments. They mention the Kirk and Uhura kiss.
Which, I mean, back in 1968, that was absolutely seismic, a huge deal for television, never mind sci-fi.
Totally. A real statement. And the post doesn't stop there. It traces that idea forward. It brings up Jadzia Dax from Deep Space Nine.
Oh, yeah, and her whole experience with past lives, that line they quote is great. If you want to know who you are, it's important to know who you've been.
It speaks to identity being fluid, complex, built over time. Pretty thoughtful stuff.
Definitely. And then they jump to Voyager, right, with 7 of 9.
Yeah, her journey reclaiming her individuality after being, part of the Borg collective, finding yourself again. Another take on identity.
And then bringing it more current, they mentioned Discovery, Stamets and Culber. Huge for LGBTQ plus visibility.
And Rafin 7 and Picard too. So the post is essentially saying, look, this deep focus on diverse identities is Star Trek, and the game embraces that.
So, okay, that's the history, the context, but how does that translate to now in the game itself?
Right, that's the interesting bit. They bridge that philosophy directly to an actual event. It's not just talk.
Okay, so what's the event?
It's a specific Star Trek Fleet Command Pride event. The post says it's optional, running for 7 days, starting basically now for Pride Month.
Optional, 7 days. Got it. And what do players get out of it?
If you participate, you can earn a unique Pride-themed avatar and frame. So, a way to visually show support or celebrate diversity within the game community.
So it turns an in-game cosmetic into, like, a symbol of those values.
Exactly, and they tie it all back to Gene Roddenberry. They quote, his vision, humanity reaching maturity when it doesn't just tolerate differences, but takes a special delight in them.
A special delight. I love that phrasing. So the post is saying the game team really believes in that. Actively celebrating, not just allowing.
That's the message, yeah. And they even mention the community aspect outside the game, too. Joining the official Discord, getting a special Pride badge there.
So connecting with other players who share that kind of positive outlook, hope, respect, understanding, building that kind of community.
Precisely. Finding your people who value that stuff.
Okay, so pulling it all together, why should you, the listener, the player, really care about this blog post? What's the takeaway?
Well, I think it's more than just, hey, new event. It's the game's developers explicitly connecting this event and maybe future things directly to Star Trek's core philosophy.
Yeah.
It gives it meaning.
Right, it's context. So earning that avatar isn't just loot grinding. It's framed as participating in that legacy of inclusion, a way to engage with those ideals while you play.
Yeah, makes the in-game action feel a bit more resonant, maybe.
So here's something to think about, maybe chew on later. That idea, infinite diversity and infinite combinations. It's clearly not just a line from the show anymore, is it?
No, it feels like it's evolving, it's active. Not just on screen in the new series, but right here in communities like Star Trek Fleet Command that players are building today.
It's become a living philosophy, something players can actually choose to embody in how they interact. Interesting stuff.
Be sure to follow Dr. Iron Chef on Twitch and subscribe to Aloha Diz on YouTube.
Mahalo for joining us.